What is going on, guys? Rebel Trainer bringing you another battle. This battle is different. This battle is unique in that we are facing off against Sunaak, the man, the myth, the legend himself. And you guys were going to see a kind of retrospective perspective on the battle. And all that being said, Sunaak and I battled. We decided that we're just going to do commentating after the battle. And so with that in mind, we're going to get the video started. It's going to be a little bit faster. The music's going to be a little funky just because it's sped up, but I figure you guys will enjoy this from our perspective. And so I had no idea what Sunaak was bringing. He had no idea what he was bringing, but here was a team that he brought, very much a Sand Force core. All that being said, in my mind, I thought the best lead possible going forward, at least with what I saw, was Roserade. Roserade puts in a ton of work against him, so I thought maybe he would lead Trachion or Excadrill or even Rotom, and so that's why I chose the Roserade lead. We were in call during this whole battle, so we were able to kind of banter back and forth and have a lot of fun in that regards. But my man Sunaak, he's awesome. We had a lot of fun with this. And spoiler alert, prior to the battle, we talked about whether or not this thing could potentially go to the timer. And he's like, oh no, it shouldn't. Come to find out though, we are very defensive, very methodical in our thinking and stuff. And so it totally went down to timer. So all to be said, we were very wrong in our assumption there, but it was all good. Like I said, we really enjoyed. And so he led Aegislash this go around. So I wasn't very fearful of it. So I wanted to get a layer of Toxic Spikes up. He didn't have a Defogger on his team, at least from what I could see. So I got that going. He leads off T-Tar. I wasn't concerned, at least initially, because I had Focus Sash on my Roserade. So I figured this was a very safe play. Not even thinking about the fact that the Sand now broke my Sash. So that was unfortunate, but I was just like, well, Energy Ball is going to do a lot of damage. This is a good play here for us. So went down that route. But as you guys will see here in just a moment, did not do as much as I really was hoping. He was packing the Fire Punch, and so that was a dead Roserade. Crit may have mattered. I'd rather doubt that it did. We didn't really do any calcs or anything along that nature. So, or at least at this point, I was like, I'm not doing calcs. But as you kind of see as we go on that I ended up doing calcs. But I'm not really sure what his T-Tar's lead has, if he had Sucker Punch or not. And so I was thinking Dragon Pulp might be really good, but I opted up for Primarina. Primarina put in a lot of work, especially with the heavy duty boots. Or no, it doesn't have heavy duty boots. It's just Assault Vest. Excuse me. So the debate on my mind was, what does he go into here? I very much was expecting him maybe to go into Excadrill or Aegislash, just with the steel typing to be kind of on the side there. I was also making notes as I did not do that initially. So new Energy Ball might be a safe play. We definitely had Moonblast on our side as well. So he gets his rocks up, which is fine. Again, that was very much in his favor, but we knock out the T-Tar. Wasn't much of a problem whatsoever. So that was really good for us. We were really looking forward to that. Now we just wait to see what he wants to bring in here. Again, I was very happy with my team. I did some showdown calcs with it as well, and it was rocking. It was rocking pretty good in the OU. So he brings out the Rotom. I wasn't too fearful of that. I had my Energy Ball rocking on him as well. Obviously, Rotom is very much faster here, so there's always the potential of the Volt Switch that could potentially come off. That was his choice, which it was. So he Volt Switched out. Assault Vest, again, helping us out a lot there. He wasn't really familiar with the fact that I would have Energy Ball at this point, but I felt very confident, at least in what he might potentially bring in here. Obviously, he brings in Aegislash. That's a little bit of a problem, but he does. He does. So this Energy Ball is going to get a little bit of chip, and so I was like, well, this is not going my way. So in my mind, I'm already starting thinking long term that I need to get rid of this thing best I can. And I thought, well, Shocking is very fast. Shocking could do some stuff. Jet could come in, potentially do some things, but I really was thinking Aegis Slash was physical. So the Intimidate being very, very good. I had the parting shot for pivot, and so that goes through King's Shield. So that was very good in my mind as well. Heavy duty boots on the Incineroar just gave it a little bit more longevity as well, especially with those rocks up. Which he goes for the stance change. Fires off a Shadow Ball. I didn't give much thought to it at the time as to it being a problem. But all that being said, I was able to at least get to -1, which made me pretty ecstatic. And I just thought, well, I'm just going to party shot out here because I thought very much that he would probably King Shield at this point anyways. In which he does go back to the King Shield stance, which is fine. Again, party shot goes right through it, so I wasn't too concerned about that at the moment. Attack falls, special attack falls. And I'm thinking, okay, what do I go into here? I was thinking in my mind, Corviknight could be good for the defog, getting rid of those rocks very early on, but I also didn't want to get rid of my spikes just yet either. So I opted for the very fast, very new Regieleki. I love him. Such a fun little conduit. So in my mind, I was like, okay, we could go for the Volt Switch and get some more pivot going. Obviously, he could go for attempted another King Shield. Also, at this point, it's good to note that we didn't really determine a Dynamax candidate. Any one of these mons could Dynamax at any time, and so that also added a layer or an element to the battle as well. But he opted for the stance change, obviously going for Shadow Sneak because Regieleki is very, very fast, and so in no way, unless Aegis Slash is a priority, should it be outspeeding us. So we get the Volt Switch off, we get some more chip, which is always good. In my mind, again, I'm just reliving the battle. I was talking a lot of smack, and Sunaak stayed in a lot longer with his Aegis Slash than I was anticipating. So throughout the battle, we definitely learned a lot about each other, maybe a little bit of our playing styles and stuff. So I just know going forward that Sunnak can have a strat that I need to be prepared for. So knockoff in my mind was really good here. I was debating on the Dynamaxing because I thought, well, he could King Shield here as well, or I could just go for the parting shot. I opted for the knockoff. He does go for the King Shield, unfortunately. Lowers our attack with it, but I felt like I was in a very commanding place right here. Obviously, those leftovers coming in very clutch for him. So I opted for the big boy damage. I wanted I wanted to get rid of this Aegis Slash. This Aegis Slash was a big pain in my butt, and I wanted it gone now. And I was really kind of bummed as it took a lot longer for Sunaak to switch in my mind that he's not going to stay in. So he does withdraw, which I was hoping he may go into extra drill here, but he does not. So this Flare Blitz, although powerful, does not quite do as much as what I was hoping. And we get the recoil as well. So I'm not sure if Rotom is faster than me or not, so I knew I just had to get out of there, especially with the Volt switching. I was not very concerned about an Ice move on him at this point, so I was thinking either Jet coming in or Shocking for the Volt switch potential that could be going off. I also know that Regieleki is kind of frail, even though it has an awesome HP stat from a special move side. So I just go for Jet. Jet, I figure we'll be able to put in a ton of work against him, and I'm really looking forward to doing stuff until the Thunder Wave. Yes, the Thunder Wave, which was super unfortunate. So in my mind, I clicked Dragon Dance. I was kind of doing I got some calc going now. Dragon Dance, I get my speed back a little bit. Hopefully I don't gain para hacks as it is. I can start doing some damage with Jet. But yeah, the Thunder Wave was super unfortunate. Had I gone to Regieleki, we would have been in a much better spot. But Sunaak is a great battler, and I give him all the props in the world for that prediction, and it paid off for him big time. Then comes Hatterene. Unfortunate. Like I said, I did calcs against Hatterene. At this point, I outspeed Hatterene, even paralyzed. So that was big. In my mind, what do I do here? Do I go for the sucker punch? Do I go for the U-turn? I don't know what Hatterene's going to do. Again, I'm doing calcs here. I'm thinking through, okay, what is my play? Does he go for the trick room? If he does, I want out of here. Does he go for the U? Do I go for the U-turn and get the pivot? And out for the U-turn, but unfortunately I get paralyzed. Eagling comes off and Jet's gone. Super, super unfortunate. I mean, super, super unfortunate. So again, I'm thinking, okay, how do I pull this back? I've only knocked out one, maybe two of his Pokemon at this point. T-Tar is gone. Yeah, I've only knocked off one. So I'm behind the 8-ball here, and I fully recognize it. So at this point, I knew I had to do some things. I had to get rid of the rocks, especially if I want to keep switching around like I was doing. Those rocks were really just starting to chip away. So point, I get Deep Fog off, the T-Spikes are gone, the Stealth Rocks are gone now, which are huge things that help us. He goes for the Psychic, not doing a whole lot against my very defensive Corv, but Dark Knight with his leftovers is also coming in really clutch. Also know I'm faster now, so I have no problem just clicking Iron Head here. And I also knew that this was an opportunity to set up. With what he had in the background, I definitely wanted that +1 speed. Corviknight could get that going. I figured he could be doing some things. I love Corviknight. Such a great Pokemon. I go for the Max Airstream, and that just takes care of the Hatterene. No more a problem for the rest of my team. Bye-bye, Hatterene. Corviknight gets some leftover recovery as well. Now it's +1 speed, so I'm now the fastest thing on the field. And I know I outspeed his team, minus it being Choice Scarfed. So now we're back. We're to a 4v4 now. So again, feeling very good at this point. I'm very happy with where we are, with how the match is going. Aegislash comes in, which is unfortunate because I have nothing to really hit it with. So I'm debating in my mind, do I switch out? Do I go for a steel move, start getting my defenses up? App for the defense boosting steel spike, but he Dynamaxes. So I just knew at that point, I'm like, I'm not doing a whole lot to this thing. The best thing I can do is just navigate through this. And let me tell you, Dynamax Aegislash is such a powerful, scary mon. I see the 2-minute mark there, and I knew as I was starting to Sunaak, I'm like, this battle is going to have to go to overtime. Which is unique, to say the least. But we navigate, we make it through. Not much of a problem. Again, we get the +1 defense now, +1 speed. I love to see it. Sunnak opts for his most powerful move, Max Phantasm, which now lowers my attack, which is unfortunate. Or no, my defense. My defense falls, so back down to neutral there. And that timer starts ticking, and I'm just so sad about that. I started thinking, okay, what's my play? What's my play? Anyway, I live another one. I go for the Roost. Again, knowing I'm faster. Essentially, I lose my fly, and I'm just pure steel. Trying to play for the longevity of the game. He goes for the Max Phantasm. Again, does a lot of damage. And now we're actually -1 in our defense. The battle comes to conclusion. as the timer runs out, which is, again, very unfortunate for us because we definitely wanted a definitive answer to the match. So we decided at that point that we were going to go to showdown to conclude the rest of the battle. And so we're going to cut there real quick and then we'll be right back. All right, so we concluded back to showdown. We had built our teams. We brought the 4 Pokemon that were left, and we pretty much just decided that we were not going to worry about attack and health and all that other stuff. So we just went for a full V4, full health brawl out. So here at this point, Primarina, I decided should come in because we did the party shot out, which was coming in very, very quickly. And I found out that Primarina has Flip Turn instead of Energy Ball, which was unfortunate because when I was building the team, I decided last minute to put Energy Ball on, but I did not fix it in Showdown. Come to find out, Sunaak did not fix his Aegis Slash, which had King Shield. So there was a little bit of a goofy setup there. So we opted to say that, since the move wasn't there when we went into Sword and Shield online, we just won't use those moves. So that's why you'll not see Aegis Slash using King Shield anymore, and that's why I will not be using Flip Turn on Primarina. Also come to find out that Thunder Cage does not keep Rotom in, even though it should have been trapped. So that was an interesting thing to find out as well. So obviously we're in a very tough spot with Excadrill sitting there as well. So I just opted in for Corviknight. Again, Rock Slide not doing a whole lot with a Steel typing. So we pretty much wall Excadrill here, which I was pretty ecstatic about. So a lot of mind games went into all this battling right here. Very much with the pressure doing a lot for me as well. Aegis Slash coming in. So I'm trying to think through, okay, how do I navigate Aegis Slash? Aegis Slash, again, very much a pain. If I can navigate the Aegis Slash, I'm doing really, really well in this battle. So, again, just trying to figure all this out, trying to figure through, okay, what do I do? He switched out again, so I get damage off on the Rotom. You'd love to see. Again, just trying to chip that thing down, get rid of it. Switch out back out to Rich Ailiki. Unfortunately, he kills me with a Hydro Pump, predicting the switch there as well. So I bring in Tony. Tony is going to put in duty work in, especially with the heavy duty boots. Again, I'm just really torn as to what I want to do. So I opt for Parting Shot. Weakening that thing down, thinking that maybe he was going to go for a Volt Switch or something. Primarina is sitting pretty. We decided to go for the Moonblast here. Just, again, trying to get Chip, trying to predict maybe the Haxorus coming in. Just trying to do my best to pull this back. But he goes for the Volt Switch. And I just wait. Aegis Slash again. So, Moonblast comes off. I did not know until just a little bit ago in this battle that Aegis Slash was very much specially offensive, which was a shock and a great bring by Sunaak again. So we, again, just have to continue to work around this thing. Again, my Intimidate, he goes for Flash Cannon. At this point, I'm just clicking knockoff. Also, again, not having King Shield, I knew I was in a very safe spot, so just waiting for Mr. Sunaak, and we get the Rotom, which I knew I outsped the Rotom, so I was very happy here to be able to get rid of that. So we go for the Darkest Lariat, getting rid of one defensive wall on his side and a Pivot Mon for him as well. So I knew all I had left was 3 Mons. I was feeling pretty good at this point, bringing it back. But in comes the mold breaking Haxorus. Again, at this point, I had no idea what its moves were or what it was going to be doing. So he goes for the close combat. Again, we wall it, so I felt pretty good here. I knew if I roosted, I'd be in trouble if it went for another close combat. So I was just going for this double there, predicting the close combat, getting it to -1 in attack. And again, I love this scenario. I was really hoping that either he'd let me get the Aegis Slash or that he would switch in Excadrill maybe here. But the Hack just comes in. So we get some good damage off there. We find out it is Choice Scarf. So my switch here was Primarina, I believe. Or no, Corviknight, because of the close combat. So I knew I ate one. I knew this thing wasn't outspeeding me now. He does go for the close combat. I was looking kind of with the leftovers. I could live another one if that was the case. But I figured once he hits me, because I knew he outsped me, the Roost would be able to get me back life here. Plus the leftovers, I was feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Goes for close combat again. And now I get to pick it off with a Brave Bird. Again, feeling good. Feeling good. I got him down to his last 2. And I had my 3. In comes Excadrill. I was like, there is no way. There is no way. Oh, I was checking on the rock slides at this point, and I just double checked. I'm like, okay, I can live 1 rock slide. I click Roost. Luckily, Excadrill is faster. Otherwise, that would have been really, really bad. So I go for the Brave Bird. We just start chipping away at this thing. Again, my pressure on my Corviknight doing a lot of work, and I was really, really loving this. I was waiting and waiting. Now that there's no timer, we felt a little bit more freedom to kind of think through our moves. We were bantering back and forth again, like I said. Goes for the rock slide. I was feeling pretty good. Like I said, Brave Bird, good chip. Knew he was faster, so if he tried to catch me on the Roost, I knew I wasn't in a bad spot. So I go Incineroar, thinking he's not going to predict this. He does. Now we're in a really bad spot. Now we're in a very, very bad spot. To bring out Corviknight. I knew I just had the Roost. I had to stall this thing. And in comes Aegis Slash. This Aegis Slash was the bane of my existence for the entire battle. Flash Cannon, doing some work. But I just knew I had to go for the Parahacks. Had to go for it. That special defense drop, unfortunate, was big. We do get the crit with the Iron Head, which was awesome. But Shadow Ball picks us off. In comes Primarina. I knew now that it was special Aegis Slash, we were okay. So we live 1, we get the Hyper Voice off, and then it was just me and Corviknight. I mean Excadrill. Sunaak didn't know I had Aqua Jet, or that Primarina got that, so I was really hoping this would be enough to pick him off. I knew we were most likely not living Steel move from Excadrill, let alone Earthquake, and we didn't, and Sunaak picks up the W, unfortunately. But at that point, we had exchanged our GGs, and now he's woken the beast, and we are going to come back ever stronger against him. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this battle. If you guys look forward to more battles between Sunnak and myself, or other type of things such as this between us, make sure you guys let us know down in the comments below. Go show Sunnak love on his channel. His stuff will be in the description down below, and just show your support in that regards. But as always, I'm Rebel Trainer, and I'll catch you guys next time. Till then, peace.